Hello again, everyone. Edwin Learnard back once again. In this YouTube astrological segment, I'll be giving you my Capricorn June 2019 horoscope forecast, part 2 of 2. And yes, this does apply and pertain to the Sun, Moon, and Ascendant. Anyway, people, first thing up is as far as June goes, Venus will be in Gemini from the 9th until the 30th, so the 6th house is what we emphasized and highlight. Now, at this time, if you're unattached at this time, Capricorn, you may connect with a Gemini, Sun, Moon, or Ascendant person, or one that embodies Gemini characteristics. It could be someone at your place of work, your employment, your daily routine, maybe in your health life, such as a health and fitness place. Could also be about valuing inquisitiveness, variety, versatility, dexterity, and intellectual stimulation in your daily routine, in your work life at this time as well. And also too, this could be about spending money perhaps as quickly as you make it, perhaps on health-related items. It could be employment-related items. It could also be about really at this time as well. You might find yourself making money doing many different things that are work related at this time, and it could be, and also could be making money doing something Gemini related as far as employment goes, such as data communication, satellite communications, journalism, just writing, something with dexterity such as auto or refrigeration, mechanics. And anyway, well, the next thing up is Mars will be in Cancer. As far as first, I want to go back to Venus in Gemini in the 6th house being emphasized and highlight. Could also be about dealing with a mercurial throat issue at this time, or perhaps money being spent on Gemini health related issues, such as something with the lungs or the arms or the hands. So anyway, next thing up, Mars will be in Cancer, so the 7th house is what we emphasized and highlight. Now, this could be a time where you might be a strong family defender regarding legal matters at this time. It could also be about dealing with very temperamental, open adversaries, and very it could be about putting a lot of tenacious energy into negotiation, competition, legal matters. It could be matters with legalities, lawsuits, and also it could be dealing with very contentious, acrimonious situations, perhaps with Cancerian. It could be open adversaries, could even be a grandmother, significant other, could be one that might be a Cancer, Sun, Moon, or Ascendant, or one that embodies Cancerian traits. This could also be about family battles in court in some isolated cases, but also perhaps putting a lot of energy into a Cancerian type business partnership, such as something with cooking, culinary work, a laundry business, something with home renovation, remodeling, home improvement. So anyway, well, the next thing up is Jupiter will be in Sagittarius still, so the 12th house is what will be emphasized and highlighted at this time. As I've spoken about previously, Jupiter could be rather paradoxical. It can have a strong ability. It could be very fortuitous and very benign, benevolent, but it could also have a tendency to enlarge and expand. Now, in some cases, this might expand and enlarge some self-righteous, foolhardy, over-optimistic, reckless behavior, perhaps with an aunt or an uncle, someone prominent in your daily routine. It could be maybe in matters just that are private matters right now that you're dealing with. It could also be maybe in terms of trying to work through limitations or restrictions at this time, or things that you see that are limiting. Could also be at this time, on a positive note though, could be very fortuitous for conquering hidden adversaries with really a what me worry outlook, just having a very positive outlook, and really also putting a lot of exuberance and enthusiasm into Sagittarius private matters. It could be maybe doing some kind of work with horses or stables, or something sports related, such as something connected with philosophy, religion, But it could also manifest in some cases where over-optimism might be oneself undoing at this time. So anyway, next thing up is Saturn will still be in Capricorn, so the first house is what will be emphasized and highlighted. Now at this time you might find yourself dealing with restrictions and limitations with the physical body. You might be encountering some dental issues. As far as problems with the physical body, it could be something Capricorn related, such as something with the knees, the bones, the joints, maybe making you feel somewhat despondent or melancholy. It could also be about new beginnings connected with responsibilities toward the physical body, or Saturn / Capricorn type new beginnings. It could be something connected with dentistry, business, or even accounting, something with politics. Just it could be general mundane work, government work, anything that could be Capricorn related or Saturn / Capricorn related. This could also be doing something as well where first I want to say there might be a propensity to lose weight during this time, especially if this is actually hitting one's first house in one's natal chart. You might come across a little bit more despondent and melancholy than usual, but it could also be about dealing with maybe people from your early childhood at this time that might be been older people. You might be rekindling a connection with them at this time, or it could be, I guess it could be older people, it could be Saturn, it could be very serious type Capricorn people, but it could be Capricorn Sun, Moon, or Ascendant people, or simply ones that embody Capricorn traits. Well, the next thing up is Uranus will be in Taurus still, so the fifth house is what will be emphasized and highlighted. Now, at this time, one way this could manifest, this could be about maybe financial fluctuations might play a role in your fun at this time, and maybe have, as far as maybe spending money on things that could be fun or enjoyable. It might be dealing with some investment at this time, or maybe not being able to invest, or maybe at this time financial fluctuations might be tied into an investment you might be in that might be very erratic and sporadic. Now, also another way this can manifest in some cases, this could be about Taurus friendships. They could be about Taurus, Sun, Moon, or Ascendant people, or ones that embody Taurus traits. I figure more prominently in matters with your children, with your fun, your amusement, creative endeavors, investments, maybe matters with entertainment at this time, and also in your personal popularity. You might also be dealing with, though, unusual, stubborn, obstinate behavior, perhaps from children, from lovers, and also, too, children might be a little bit more eccentric, more so than usual, and also this could be about, if you're female at this time, you might be involved maybe in a very early or very late childbirth at this time, or there might be some unanticipated pregnancy that might take place at this time, and you may be dealing with very idiosyncratic, bizarre behavior in connection with children, with lovers, with people that maybe you might be involved in some investment with, or it could be in some gambling situation with, or maybe people that are prominent in your fun, your amusement, your enjoyment at this time. Anyway, next thing up, Neptune will be in Pisces still, so the third house is what will be emphasized and highlighted. Now, at this time, one way this may manifest, this could be about, sadly, maybe the dissipation, dissolving of the memory, the rational thinking. It could be that maybe siblings, cousins, and neighbors might be more nebulous and unclear than usual. You may also, could be tied into memory loss, that be careful about an accidental assimilation of maybe some chemical or what have you, or maybe that might play a role in this, or maybe even drug or alcohol use. So just be careful at this time as far as those things go. Could also be about the communication about dreams, the metaphysical, which includes astrology, spirituality, chemistry, photography, poetry, and also you might be dealing with confounding issues regarding local transportation. There might be greater propensity for some chemical problems with your vehicle, and also dealing with very convoluted short journeys and communications perhaps as well. And when you're talking about Neptune energy, it's a little bit more lethargic energy. You might feel more like fantasizing and daydreaming in regards to third house matters as opposed to actually doing things in connection with them, especially if transit Neptune is making an adverse aspect to your natal Mars, Ascendant, or Sun. Hold on a moment, people. Last but not least, Pluto will still be in Capricorn, so the first house is what will be emphasized in Highland. Now, I know a lot of you don't want me to say the dreaded D word, but you know I'm going to anyway. In some cases, this could be about the actual or literal death of someone you knew from your early childhood. It could be a grandmother in some cases, somebody that might have played an integral role in new beginnings for you. It could also be, in some cases, it could be something surgical can take place. It could be something connected with the knees, the bones, the joints, but also it could be about a physical transformation at this time. But guard against being overly power hungry or manipulative at this time. You may come across as that more on a first impression, more so than usual. But also it could be about Plutonian type new beginnings, such as something perhaps connected with astrology, supernatural, the occult, insurance, recycling, anything with transformation, anything, like I said, anything that could be Pluto related. And also guard against maybe becoming a little bit more obsessive or compulsive than usual. You might be more obsessed and fixated with your physical body more so than usual, and your first impressions and how you come across to others. Now, in some isolated cases, this could be about a sex change surgery, but this is very isolated, and I would say you'd have to have like some progressions or some other transits or indicators in your own natal chart to increase that propensity for that. So anyway, people, that'll conclude this YouTube astrological segment for my Capricorn June 2019 horoscope forecast part 2 of 2. Stay tuned next time where I'll be giving you my Aquarius June 2019 horoscope forecast part 1 of 2. Two things I want to get with you on before I head out. Firstly, the stars may compel but do not compel. And secondly, never isolate any single astrological element, aspect, planetary placement, position, configuration, influence, or what have you. Make an analysis of a person, astrologically speaking, based on this alone, because astrologically speaking, the person is the sum of all their components in their natal chart and not just one. Until next time, people, stay well.